Alright, LB versus Kate. Fucking God, you end up with all the like just random 80 carry matchups in mid. Alright, yeah, a little bit of aura farming. Okay, that's the hottest Kate skin I've ever seen. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a good trading pattern, like usually. Um, but when you have to walk this far forward for this sort of thing, like if she was bad, she would just like keep running away, like, oh my God, run from LeBlanc. But clearly, she's smart enough to realize to just walk into you and trade auto for auto in extended trade here. Um, yeah, it was like a little forced because I think you should just when she goes for this Q, right? This is where I'd be Wing like to like here. Um, like like walk forward half a step and clip her here while she's locked in that Q animation. And I probably wouldn't even go for the electrocute proc because of this sort of scenario that you're versing an 80 carry. If you're versing a control mage, no problem, right? Like you can W hit them once or twice, get the electrocute, W back out. But like in a situation like this where she hard wins extended trades, like you actually kind of don't want to be stuck here doing what you were doing, right? So like I would just W forward and then like take a one auto into straight W back and run. And then you can wait for your next W cooldown. Until you have the Q, I feel like normally this is a really good like trading pattern, but yeah, against someone like this who, wins hard extended trades, it's kind of similar to Ari, right? Like Ari's, run at someone, they want to auto W move speed auto again, but if you verse someone like this, it's not possible. Yep, so it ended up pretty bad for you for trying to do something like that. So yeah, so I think you need to think more about like the independent matchup that you're playing. Like similar with the Yon Zaya, like you weren't like thinking too much about like what happens, like just trying to run it through your head of like what they're good at, what you're good at, like rather than just thinking like I feel like the Yon Vizaya, you were never ulting because you're like, oh, she's got ult. But then like when you really think about it, wait, her ult doesn't matter because it puts me on the other side of her. She's flashless, whatever. I dodge all their feathers with it. This one is like very similar of like, oh, LeBlanc, what does fucking LeBlanc absolutely love doing? Auto W auto and she's out. But then that's like LeBlanc specific, but then LeBlanc into Caitlyn, like trying to think of an 80 carry who like wants to, keep smacking you up, literally has what is that? Like 25 extra AD over you? Like that's what she wants to just auto the whole time. Um, Kind of brutal. Yep, should not have taken the headshot for that for trying to get that minion when you don't have TP, like if you start taking negative HP trades like this for like one minion, it can be pretty brutal. See what happens. I wonder if you max W or Q here. Oof, wow. That's really bad. Um, yeah. Be mindful of this, but also when she does this trap, just remember you can like stand here and just W forward, right? Like you can W onto it, auto and W back, so that way you don't have to like risk walking into the traps. Because I mean, you like I can't believe he didn't walk in the trap, but like, can you imagine the nightmare that you lost a cannon because like you were scared to walk in the trap, and then fucking somehow like you just like imagine if you did walk on this, right? Even though I feel like you probably should have got hit, but imagine if you did walk on this, then it's like, okay, then she just like throws Q autos and you lost cannon to do all this. But like you gotta think like outside the norm, right? Like I can W through terrain W through here for the cannon, W auto and get back, and then that's my job done. That's fine. We got the cannon, and then like you can take a bad base if you need, or fucking whatever the fuck you want to do. Stick around for this wave and leave, or whatever's in your head. But that almost ended up being fucking tragic, right? Um, the farming's not going great, but there we go. We got a good trade-off. How do we get this one off? I'm pretty fast. Surprised you're in range actually. Just clipped there. Nice. Nice. And then what do we do? We hit level 4 and like maybe look? No, I mean we kind of wasted our Q to like give us the timer, right? I feel like there was no need to rush that minion. Like, because like technically if you hit level 4 there with your Q up, like you could have flash W'd right on top of her, hit her with auto Q, and then like see where she like, nets or fucking flashes to, and then you can throw like E-ignite, try play it like that. Uh, but you didn't have Q here, so you couldn't do it. So if you had Q, I would have like dead set, like gone 2 points in Q here. I would have fucking been like still standing here, and then I would just flash W forward, hit her with auto Q ignite, and then see what she does. Like, because she's pretty I don't think she definitely doesn't have enough to net. So she has to flash, and then just hold the E until she flashes, right? And then you throw the chain at her, and that should kill her. Plus you have electrocute up, so maybe sudden impact too. I don't know what you have, but also bad. Also bad. I think you get lucky here with her being bad. Pretty similar to like Xayah, like the reactions in the previous one is like when you W like this is where I would flash W yet again. Like it's all about securing kills and not like getting their flash, right? Because like think of flashes like this, like their jungle ganks you throw out flash, you don't think twice about it, right? Fucking we gank them, they flash, and you don't think twice about it. But it's like if you use flash, your flash to live, they use their flash to live. What like it's not a waste for you to use your flash to actually kill them and make them not live. It's like we only seem to value it as like a defensive tool rather than an offensive tool. And the only situation when you're playing someone like Leblanc, offensive tool is like what you should be using it for, right? Like this is your damage tool. You've got 2 points in here, so like you really need to flash, like get in range and like try go for the flash W instead. Um, because yeah, doing putting your points in W and then like W using it like this to get in range of people to then hit QE just means like you should max Q instead, right? Which is like I generally do this. I generally max Q on the Blanc myself if I'm playing for solo kills and not wave clear. I kind of prefer it. Uh, but yeah, so like you should like flash and W and then hit here and then yet again no mana to net. All you do is do the exact same combo that I was saying before. Like you can just auto Q ignite and then see where she flashes here or probably like over here, right? And tucks herself like in close to the wall ish because Kane's coming in and then like it's a pretty easy like chain from here. And then you'll be in range to actually like keep the tether. So then Kane can like flash QW if he needs or whatever the fuck. But like you hit this, as soon as you hit this, you should probably flash forward. As soon as you hit that chain and she just didn't flash it, means she's gonna flash out of it if you don't flash forward. No malignance, God bless you. Love that you're all just talking about the fucking normal spray. What can I say? Yeah, hard to do anything. Should just push me in. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I feel like you need to recognize the fact that you've just put in points in W for like fun, because like you're not even using it to like shove waves or wave clear quickly. If you use it out of range, okay. And you also just don't use it for damage. So like, okay, yeah, I feel like you should just play Qmax LeBlanc, which is like most of the time what I do, like 70% or 60% of the time, I run Qmax LeBlanc because like right here when you're W max, like I know you're chaining this guy and whatnot, but you should just W on this guy, right? Um, it'll look for QW, kill this guy. Like your W is now your damage tool, not your mobility tool, but like you're using it as a mobility tool and escape. Like you're hitting all this. This is like you've got him rooted in place. Like now you need to ignite W here or fucking W on this guy, right? Like you still have the flash as your defensive tool. You save flash because you didn't want to use it aggressively, and now you're not using your W aggressively. You're just saving like your flash, your W, everything as like a defensive option rather than like so like put your points in Q and then you can actually do what you're doing here. You could have 3 points Q and go auto QE or do a lot more damage. And then when you hit six, your Q is like way stronger too against single targets, right? Than the W for the most part. So like with quicker cooldown, so it's like you do a lot more. Um, and then yeah, so I'd just be like maxing Q instead of W if I was playing this way. Yeah, I mean, prime example, prime example. You can't play like this with W max. This isn't allowed. You're losing all your damage here in 3 points, and you're using W how I use W when I play LeBlanc. Like I W like this to then QE her, right? But then like you're not allowed to do this when all your damage is here. Like your trades just like don't hurt nowhere near as much. Like even if that connected, right, she loses what, another bar and a half, 2 bars, like pretty like equalish trade. But if you have Q max, it like hurts way more. So be mindful, like you can't go this and play like this. Nice, good tank by Kane. But yeah, like you can see the problem, right? Like you are just W. Like look, right, watch what a deal, 149 damage plus like 41 on sudden impact or some shit, I guess. But like this, so like the 41 will proc like if you W forward and Q as well, right? So this is like 149 damage here for that. Whereas like your QR is probably dealing like fucking way more than that, you know. Um, so yeah, just be mindful. Also, don't need to like panic E, I guess. Did you like where was your cursor when you threw this E? Q, you're hitting her. Actually, I just didn't even see where it went. Like slow mo. Oh, there it is. Here we go. I don't know when the mouse input for the E was actually, but I have like literally no clue. I swear like when it casts it out, your mouse is like on the right side. Maybe it's like the input delay. I feel like LeBlanc's so clunky since they changed it. It's where they just added like input delay on every ability, so now it's like the abilities just come out so slow. No, I actually hit her with both things at the W. But like if you were playing the Q max, like this is just a straight kill, right? Like if you get in range to hit her with the W and then you QRE, like ignite, she's just dead. That's like kind of the benefit of Q max. W max is more for like team fighting and wave clear, hitting like multiple targets, but I feel like just one-shotting first target is the best way to play, like early game at least. Get fed, getting individual kills. Bro didn't notice the four melees. He was locked in on the solo bowler. I can respect that. Fair enough. Nice. Okay. Oof. Okay. I mean, can probably keep this a short-ish video as well. Yeah, like, so do you W and then you QE R double chain. Okay. So like the lowest damage combo possible. Didn't use the double W or the double Q. Ended up on double chain, which would be like okay if you were trying to like run them down the length of the lane, but in close like sort of 1v1s where you don't have like crazy damage, I'd probably just make sure the one chain would be enough. Okay, but he saw you. That's crazy. Okay, so you went for WR there. Which I feel like is just a lower damage combo, but I guess you hit everything anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll leave it here so it like stays short. Yeah, 17 minutes, so it doesn't get too long.